The gift of awareness and understanding. Well, our Reverend Paul was fixing you all a spiritual meal this week, and he will come and serve you. And I pray that you eat well off of it. So without further ado, let us welcome, as Reverend Gerald nicknamed him, Mr. Making It Plain, our Reverend Paul.
Appreciate that. Thank you all. Greetings and blessings to each and every one. It's good to see your faces. And those who are on Zoom, welcome to this space in your place. And may your thoughts and feelings and ideas put your space in a place that you believe that God is in your sanctuary. Because the presence and the sanctuary is wherever we are. Because we are sitting in the midst and in each moment as representatives of the power that is. And just because we misidentify who we are doesn't mean that God is not operating. It just means that we have disconnected ourselves from the power that is representing, operating in and through all things. So therefore, Reverend Lisa was given the idea, the understanding, the gift of awareness and understanding. So what I'm going to try to do, what I know I am going to do, but I'm going to try because that's me speaking. See, and this is how we represent ourselves. So as you see me, see yourself. But hear the truth that I'm delivering. Because that is the way in which we can stand up in the circumstances that we all find ourselves in. Although they may be different, but it still takes the same strength. It still takes the same idea to stand up in the midst of all circumstances. And that is the belief that the power is within me. And it operates as me, for me. And as I speak my language, as I speak my beliefs, I connect myself to it. See, the gift of awareness and understanding, it is where we will receive and be informed by wisdom and knowledge and understanding when we sit alone. Not in a crowd, but alone. Because when we are alone, we can shut out the distractions, the noise that appear to be humming and not allowing us to be still and know. See, because the awakening happens when we listen. So therefore, we have to listen. And in this listening, it will provide an outlet, a way, a different perspective in the situation that we're in. See, we have to realize that this presence is present and this gift is always operating. And it is on time, in time, and for all who request and confess a need, their needs will be met. See, this is the moment that is present right now, and I think our prayers will be answered because we are in the midst of a like minds. See, and I would like to think that all who are present here has a need. And as we sit here collectively believing that this power will change and manifest a new way to us, we will generate a united power that will refill and fulfill those requests. Yes. You got to believe it, though. Yes. See, because if you don't believe, that's why it doesn't show up. Right. And just because sometimes it's just a little delayed doesn't mean it ain't there. It just means that we're thinking outside of the very thing, that thought is not allowing us to connect. Because we say, I wouldn't do that to myself. Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. We do it all the time. We doubt ourselves all the time. We doubt ourselves when we get a bill. We doubt ourselves when somebody cut us off. We doubt ourselves if someone disrespects us because we think that somehow that word hurts us. It is our thinking that causes us to fail or believe that we have failed. There is no failure, but there's a moment that we have to sit with ourselves and recognize that we have a power that we can understand that, you know what? I feel the presence. And I'm not going to let it disturb me. And I'm grateful that you are present with me, because none of us could live without the breath of life. And the breath of life is just saying that it breathed in man and provided all and everything for us. See, this spirit is the gift, and this gift keeps on giving. And it continues to provide benefits, joy, and satisfaction long after it has been received or initiated with awareness and understanding. It is a constant provider. So let us begin by understanding awareness. Metaphysically, we got to get our minds right with what we're thinking. Because some of us, we get locked into a thought and an idea. Well, how does that mean? So I want to be clear. Metaphysically, awareness means being aware that our body, mind, and spirit are all connected. You got to start right there. Because if we don't start right there, now we got to disconnect. See, we're not alone. Even though you look around and you may think you're alone. We've all experienced it. Let's be clear, you're not alone. But you will identify what you need by the way you speak. You have to hear your need within yourself. And as your need comes up, you're supposed to speak it. Not in fear, not in, well, I hope it'll show up and give me this. Well, I got 30 days. He gave me 30, so if I got 30 days, I probably should get this within 15, because then, they're going to charge me interest. No. Realize that the power is going to provide. Yes. And accept that the power will provide. Don't look at the circumstance, request your need. Look at what is being required from you. And then you ask. The words will come. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt, because sometimes you may feel, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm really excited. You guys don't know. I'm slowing myself down just so that I can get this, because there's some perspective here that's pretty good. I have to say so myself. but let's get back. See, this awareness is going to help us and encourage us and we must focus on looking past just the physical things. You got to look past that. You got to know that spirit is the thing that is moving and operating and all this stuff. Everything that we see, spirit brought it into existence. Through someone who had what? An idea in their mind. This is how it works. So we have to prepare ourselves in our minds, not belittle ourselves by thinking we don't have what it takes to be successful. Oh, I can't learn that. Why not? Is it written down somewhere? Is there a procedure you can follow? Is there steps involved in producing the outcome you want? Then there's a way. And this is why we have to stop being our own, knocking our own self back. For some reason, you know, these experiences that we had in life has made us really believe. Sometimes we think we something. You know, sometimes we do. Like sometimes we feel like, oh, I'm all right. But then when we get in a funk, we just beat ourselves up. Can't believe this is happening. Why is it me? Why? It ain't Mr. Door. It ain't Mr. Household. Circumstances and situation has always been going on, but it's the one who looks past or beyond the circumstance that they are in. This is how we're going to develop our strength to overcome. See, we'll gain more understanding as we allow this intuition and this sense that we are part of something bigger. We got to believe that it's something greater than just us sitting here doing this. That we just come here, sitting here. No, see yourself being empowered. Know that something is providing me with the concepts that I need to deal with my daily stuff. This power that we call is just a deity. We called it this because we have to speak the language to one another so that we can be on the same page. So we call it God. None of us have seen it. So we're saying what? It is in all things. It has created all things and it provides all things. So we have to start. So then therefore it's providing for who? Me. And so we have to say, thank you. See, this helps us realize that our thoughts, intentions, and beliefs are shaping our reality. That's what's shaping it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Hence, the statement, there's only one life. And that life is God. And that life is my life now. Not tomorrow, right now. We must recognize this power and presence of Spirit working in our lives. And then we have to activate the power on for us. So in Psalms it says that, where can I go? Where can I go from thee? Where can I flee? If I go up here, it says heavens. If I make it says the depths of hell. It's just saying situations we may find ourselves we don't really want to be in. We don't like it, but we have to deal with it. I can't escape it. Even there, in that low moment that I'm in, the hands are there. The wings will come and lift me up and hold me. No matter where we are in our lives, we need to accept and recognize that this omnipresence is in divine spirit, and this spirit is always with us. The power is inherent with every aspect of life, and it is present in every moment of life. This verse is just a reminder that separation from God is impossible. That's all it is. Because in this teaching we say wherever we are, God is. So there is no spot. Thank you. Nowhere. So to increase our awareness, we must believe that God is not only an external force, but the very essence of our own being. And once we realize this, there is only one life, and that life is ours. That verse is just reinforcing the truth for us, that we are connected to the power. So acknowledge it and embrace it and activate it. Know that God is an ever-present here, right now. God is in this very room. Don't look for it physically. See it spiritually operating, completing a task, fulfilling a need, providing the peace, removing a circumstance, adjusting a feeling, providing joy, comfort, energy, good health. Recognize it in the spirit and know that everyone is playing a part in it, because when you see someone, you have to see the presence of God. If you don't see the presence of God, then you're not recognizing your brother. And we should all want the same for everyone. There's enough. There's enough to go around. It's so much, we throw stuff away. And we hoard. But some of us will say there's not enough. Where at? Where is it that there's not enough? In our minds, not in truth. In truth, it is always existing and providing whatever the need is. Don't listen to the naysayers. And if you feel that way, catch yourself. Stop thinking like that. There's never been a time on this earth that a need wasn't met. Yeah, there's been sorrow. There's been hurt. There's been pain. But those are concepts that we fed ourselves because of the way that it made us feel. We tie our feelings to the way we should respond to this life. I hope you caught that. I'm not saying that is wrong. What I'm saying is you have to recognize that that's how we hurt ourselves. Yes, if someone has passed from experience that we loved, yes, be appreciative of the experience that was had. But don't condemn the process of life. It's just a process of life. But keep blessing this that exists, because we're still here and we're still in need of each other. So if you see me, hug me, talk to me, tell me that you care. That's how I know that I feel your presence and that God is guiding all of us as one. But we tell ourselves, no one understands. They don't understand. We've all experienced it. Don't beat yourself up. Bless yourself for being who you are, for having the awakening and the love in your heart that you have produced life. So let us recognize God. God is the limitless, invisible essence, the omnipresence everywhere, the omniscience within everything, and omnipotent that empowers everything. God is not a distant figure or being off in the heavens. For the underlying reality that God gives rise to all life and fulfills all creation. See, with this understanding, God is not separate from the universe. Instead, God is the very substance and intelligence of everything that exists. So believe in yourself. Trust yourself. And if you think your decision ain't right, sit and ask for guidance. There's nothing wrong with being led by yourself. You're requesting it from God because you want an idea that you believe you don't have. Hello? So this is why we've called it, identified it as God. It is a D that is providing all and sustaining all, and we have to speak, confess, request, pray, right? It's just a way in which our ancestors discovered that they receive when they sat alone, talked, they heard something, and they went out and done something, and something showed up. And this showing up is just the unity and the connection of all things. And I know I've slowed this down, and I kind of have this different vibe going. I can feel it too. But I want you to feel and know and recognize today that I am He, and He is me. And I am fulfilled with the power and the presence to overcome all my challenges. Don't look out yonder. It's not yonder, it's within. It's within. As it was stated earlier, the God within me is the presence that I need to see and activate. Realizing that it empowers me. So our soul, let's recognize our soul. We hear this quite a bit. Our soul is the interpreter of our desires to spirit. The truths that we believe of what is possible based on our experiences and accepted by our innermost thoughts, but it is held by our personal beliefs. It is what we personally believe and think about a situation. That's what empowers it and causes it to show up. And it's in accordance to this connection with this divine intelligence. See, through our soul, our prayers, requests, and deepest intentions are communicated to spirit. What we're thinking right now about what's going on is being processed through this ether of life. And it's going to come back and manifest itself in all of our lives. Each and every one of us is going to have an experience that's going to show up based on a thought we're having right now. Because that's what this divine power do through our soul, which is our deepest intentions. What we feel from what Mama did, from what Aunt Tina did, from Uncle Willie, all this stuff. Brother Jim punched me. All these thoughts just going on within us. So what we need to do is we need to become in alignment and align our understanding and our beliefs. See, we can work on them because we know how they're connected. And when we know how something is connected, then we can work on it. That's how we make a change. The operation of the divine power in this universe is through all things, including us, and the way it works and what it does and how we use it. It works as a provision for our needs. Examples. You can turn grapes into wine. You can turn animal skin into clothes. Who would have thought? But this is what we do. And that happens because we believe. And our belief shows up through us as we identify who we are. What we believe is possible through us as individuals. It works for us by working through us based on our understanding and alignment with our intentions and beliefs. The way it works is it provides for us based on our ideas, beliefs, and concepts. Through our prayers and requests. I just had a Reverend Gerald moment. No, I didn't lose my place. The internet disconnected. That's all that was. Yeah.
That's why I use paper.
Well, I guess I gotta go old school. So, our understanding of who we are based on circumstances that has happened in our lives has gave us these ideas that we think will, it may show up or it may. This is how we form within ourselves. Well, if it hurts us, we believe that maybe I don't deserve it. This is how we talk to ourselves, and I'm just trying to identify, and if you ain't one of those, thank God. But if it has happened to your life, I hope you recognize it and you can see past it so that you can change that moment when that moment shows up. Because these moments, unfortunately, happen to us because of what we had been told when we was growing up. For instance, if you was told to put your jacket on when you went outside and you didn't and you got cold, then when you went out there and it was cold, then you recognize it. So now, every time you go outside, you know to put a jacket on because it's cold out there. Right? You have to put these things together. I know, yeah, it's real simple. But when it comes to us thinking about how it operates in our lives, all of a sudden, we want to think about our degrees and what we've done in life and how this doesn't matter to me and I've overgrown this and I've outlived this. No, you haven't. That's why you're facing circumstances and conditions in your life, and it's in our life. It's our life. All of us have to operate through spirit in this way. This is not a default that because you studied and got a title or certificate that you're not going to have trouble. That ain't how it works. It gives you the information you need in order to build up the power within yourself to think through, process, and make a decision in the circumstance you're in. And if you find yourself struggling with that, you have to say, you know what? I'm greater than that. I have what it takes to become successful in this moment. Never lose sight of who you are. Yes, misery, yes. But I am the power and essence of life. It exists through me. It's birthed me. It called me into existence. Assist me, help me, guide me, direct me in this moment. It hurts. Help me filter through this moment. And see, this is what our soul does. It yearns. Like as men, they say 1 in 8 men experiences prostate. Why? We don't know. They don't know either. But when it comes up, we can't complain about it. We have to believe that there's a way, there's something that exists in this universe that can heal, that can restore me, that can alleviate this circumstance. We have to believe that. And we can't say, well, I don't trust this doctor. You know, this doctor, he does. What? A person is fulfilling their understanding with what their soul is telling them to do and become. They're giving their all to it. And so you sit with yourself and be guided towards the one that's for you. If you don't like the way in which they do their procedure, find another person, doctor, that has a different procedure. But don't complain about how doctors are. They're trying to assist us through these challenges that come up unbeknownst to any of us. Unbeknownst to any of us how all of this happens. But we're all walking around here. Who is willing to open themselves up and believe and let their frustrations go, let their fears go, let their shame go, their guilt, their lack, their poverty? Who's willing to let it go? You let it go by knowing that you are being led to a place and a space that's going to provide all my needs. Not some, not because I cried, not because I whined, but because I believed. Just believe. Stop trying to predict a moment and a situation in life that you don't understand yourself. Stop it. Bless yourself. Just say thank you. And now I'm open. I'm open to hear you. I'm open to understand. I want to stop crying. I want to stop complaining about how I feel. And I want to be made more aware. If not, it's just going to repeat itself until we get in alignment with what is required. And that's why it goes on and around and around. And we think it's silly because it's just a prayer. It's just the way of life. Just no. If you sit with it in that way, it is. The God within will protect us. And it will increase our faith. And it will provide a new concept for us to use in this operation that is going on within us. This continual strengthening of our speaking to our problems, we need to embrace a deeper understanding so that as we walk and proceed in our journey, we become more empowered. Let us affirm this with this awareness. I'll read it, just sit with it, think it through your mind. If you want to repeat it, but I suggest you hear it and just say it to yourself, is what I suggest. I let go of thoughts of separation and accept unification. I allow the presence of God within me to dissolve all barriers. In this unity, I find peace and harmony, knowing that my spiritual journey is guided by divine love and oneness. God is all there is, and I am one with God. That's all there is. The only way a healing is going to come is that we unify. The only way a change is going to come is if we unify with spirit. Then we can clean up and make adjustments in our lives. Awareness and understanding will lead us to the belief that all things are positioning themselves for us. and all this good that we are now becoming aware of, and all that we need will show up as we walk by faith and belief now and eternally. The gift will continue to provide as our awareness and understanding is increased. And when we speak our truth and build our relationship with the omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent power that is forever constructing new ideas through those that are seeking its assistance. We have to seek it. So in closing, what I want to say is the spirit, our mind are one. And we have to recognize that what we think shows up and manifests in life. And that when we look deeper into ourselves, we can request or petition about in regards to the circumstance, just like we do in reality. If there's something going on within our community governments, we what? We rights, a grievance, we petition to get what it is that we need. So it's the same we have to do in our spiritual lives when we are not in touch with it. And we notice that we are out of bounds with the way we are reacting, responding in life. Our mind, spirit, and the law and the presence are one. And all these things will provide and produce an outcome based on what we are thinking and believing in the moment. So now that we know our soul is connected to God, and we know that our yearnings and our feelings and our desires is what cries out in the wilderness and brings forth new horizons, who is willing to change their mind and live in this new world? Peace and blessings. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you feast pretty good? Let's give Reverend Paul some more love.